When you think of hyenas, what comes to mind? A cowardly animal that eats dead bodies and lives secretly behind lions. If so, then you've probably been fooled all your childhood. In today's video, we'll explore bizarre facts that overturn all stereotypes about spotted hyenas. From their unique body structure, strange social habits, to their intelligence that has amazed even scientists. There is an animal whose strong female dominates the pack, can break bones, survive by eating sick bodies, and even makes chimpanzees wary of their intelligence. If you think you know everything about the animal world, watch this video until the end. You'll change your perspective completely. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more surprising discoveries. When most people hear the word hyena, they think of a familiar image, a spotted animal that lurks behind a pride of lions waiting to steal its prey. But in fact, that's just a small part of the diverse world of the hyena family. There are 4 species of hyenas left on the planet today, and each has its own unique characteristics that surprise many people. First and foremost is the spotted hyena, the star of documentaries and wildlife photos in Africa. It's the largest, strongest, and most intelligent of the hyenas, and the main character we'll explore in this video. Second is the striped hyena, which ranges from North Africa all the way to the Indian subcontinent. Compared to its spotted cousin, the striped hyena is smaller, has gray fur with black stripes, as its name suggests. It's more solitary than in packs, and is generally much more shy. Third is the brown hyena, which lives mainly in southern Africa. Contrary to its seemingly simple name brown, this is an extremely mysterious and little-studied species. They usually live in small family groups of 4 to 6 and are nocturnal, quieter, and more cautious than spotted hyenas. Finally, a strange name, the aardwolf, also known as the aardwolf. Although classified as a hyena, aardwolves do not hunt, do not eat meat, but only eat termites. Each night, an aardwolf can eat up to 250,000 termites, and to do that, its tongue has evolved into a super sticky tool with tiny sharp spikes that help lick the termite nest clean effectively. Fun fact, despite their wolf-like appearance, hyenas are not actually dogs. Many people, even scholars in the past, have mistakenly classified them as dogs or wolves because of their sullen appearance and strutting gait. However, in terms of evolution, hyenas are closer to cats, mongooses, and even the fossa, a carnivorous species endemic to Madagascar. Therefore, calling hyenas wild dogs or jackals is completely wrong from a scientific perspective. This is where we start to remove the false stereotypes to discover a much more interesting truth. Hyenas are not just predators, but also living proof of nature's extraordinary diversity, evolution, and adaptation. For many years, spotted hyenas have been portrayed as scavengers, living off the backs of large predators like lions and leopards. Media, movies, and even childhood stories have helped to cement this image in the minds of many people. However, modern scientific research has proven that this is a serious misconception. In fact, spotted hyenas are not just leftovers. They are also one of the most effective hunters in Africa. In the 1970s, zoologist Hans Kruk published a groundbreaking study. Spotted hyenas are perfectly capable of cooperating to take down large animals like zebras, antelopes, and even buffalo. They are capable of coordinating tactics, sharing roles when hunting, and are exceptionally persistent in pursuing prey over long distances. More importantly, about 66% of the spotted hyena's diet comes from active hunting, not from carcasses as was once thought. Not stopping there, spotted hyenas also possess incredible physical strength. Their hearts account for up to 1% of their body weight, compared to only 0.5% in lions, allowing them to run long distances and maintain high speeds for long periods of time. This explains why they are often successful in chases that last for kilometers. In terms of strength, they are at the top of the mammalian world. The bite force of a spotted hyena is 40% stronger than that of a leopard, enough to crush the femur of an adult antelope in just a few seconds. The next amazing point lies in the structure of their teeth and enamel. Unlike lions, which only tear flesh, spotted hyenas' teeth are specially designed to handle both bone and cartilage. Their jaw muscles can exert tremendous compressive force thanks to their highly developed temporal and masseter muscles. Their front teeth even have a unique serrated closure structure that helps them grind bones without damaging the enamel, something that very few carnivores in the world can do. And if you think the human digestive system is complicated, just look at the spotted hyena. They can digest almost everything from meat organs to bones and tendons, except hair and nails. Their digestive system is so robust that according to a 2021 study, spotted hyenas have survived eating carcasses infected with anthrax or rabies, pathogens that can kill a pride of lions in a matter of days. This extraordinary immunity means that spotted hyenas have virtually no natural predators other than humans. In addition to being talented hunters, spotted hyenas are also the steel survivalists of the African savanna. Despite their distorted image in cartoons, the truth is that they are strong, intelligent, and extremely resilient creatures. Therefore, today, scientists are gradually re-evaluating the ecological position of spotted hyenas, considering them as one of the truly dominant predators on par with lions and leopards. If lions are the kings of the savanna with a male-dominated society, then spotted hyenas are a completely upside-down world, where females hold absolute power. In this species' social system, all males, whether large, strong, or old, are inferior to any adult female, including younger females. Males are even inferior to immature females, and this has a profound impact on how hyenas live, mate, and raise their offspring. But what really confused scientists is the unique biological feature of spotted hyena females. They possess a pseudo-penis false clitoris up to 20 cm long, which looks exactly like a male penis. This structure is actually an enlarged clitoris containing both the urinary opening and the reproductive canal, and females use this organ to mate and give birth. It sounds unbelievable, but this is a scientifically confirmed fact. Because of this strange structure, mating with female hyenas is not easy. The male can only mate when the female actively cooperates because the female's genitals need to be pulled down in a certain way. If the female does not agree, mating is completely impossible. After mating, the female can also actively wash away the sperm by urinating if she does not want to get pregnant with that male. This is an extremely special reproductive control mechanism in the animal world. Not stopping there, giving birth through a fake clitoris also causes extremely dangerous consequences. Due to the birth canal being too narrow and the genital structure not being suitable for giving birth, 2 out of 10 females die during childbirth, and more than 50% of the cubs die due to suffocation or not being able to come out. Yet this trait has persisted through millions of years of evolution, leading biologists to wonder, why hasn't this dangerous structure been eliminated through natural selection? Several hypotheses have been put forward. Some suggest that it evolved to help females avoid being raped by males in a chaotic social environment. Others suggest that the pseudoclitoris allows females to disguise themselves as males in order to avoid being attacked by other females, especially high-status individuals who attack their young. Another hypothesis is that it is related to the abnormally high male hormone testosterone during pregnancy, which causes the genitals to develop in a masculinized direction. Although there is no final conclusion, the undeniable truth is that in spotted hyena society, females are not only larger and stronger, but also the absolute center of power. Males, once they reach adulthood, must leave their mother's pack and join another pack, but always starting at the bottom of the social hierarchy. And since the social hierarchy also determines the order in which they eat, newly admitted males are often the last to eat. When all that's left is their skin and bones, This results in shorter lifespans, faster tooth wear, and a much lower fertility rate than females. This strange fact makes spotted hyenas the only carnivore on the planet with an absolutely matriarchal society, with females controlling everything from territory hunting to choosing a mate. It's a living testament to the fact that nature has evolutionary paths that humans can't predict. And spotted hyenas are one of those living mysteries that are challenging the limits of our understanding of gender power and survival. We often think that only primates such as monkeys, chimpanzees, and humans possess complex social intelligence. However, the spotted hyena, once labeled as an inferior animal, is a special exception to nature. Decades of research have shown that this animal is not only intelligent, but also has the ability to learn, remember, and cooperate on par with some primates. In 2007, researcher Kay Holkamp, a zoologist at the University of Michigan, conducted a 30-year study to analyze the brain of the spotted hyena, especially the prefrontal cortex, which is considered the control center of social thinking. The results shocked the scientific community. The frontal lobe of the spotted hyena is much more developed than that of domestic dogs and even higher than many other carnivorous mammals. This suggests that spotted hyenas are capable of complex social relationships comparable to baboons or even chimpanzees. Unlike other hyenas, which typically live alone or in small groups, spotted hyenas form large packs of up to 130 individuals with a clear social hierarchy shaped by gender lineage and power. In such a pack, each individual needs to remember dozens of relationships: who is above, who is below, who is an ally, who is an enemy, and adjust their behavior accordingly. Living in such an environment has put evolutionary pressure on the brain, making the spotted hyena's social intelligence increasingly sophisticated. Not only does spotted hyenas remember, they also demonstrate the ability to cooperate and solve problems beyond expectations. In a famous 2009 experiment, Dr. Christine Drea of Duke University designed a locked box that would only open when two individuals pulled on two strings at the same time. When tested on pairs of spotted hyenas, many of them learned the trick and worked together to unlock the box, a behavior typically seen in highly organized primates. More remarkably, many hyenas didn't even need any prior training to wait for their partner to pull at the same time to open the box, demonstrating their superior observation, learning, and reasoning abilities. In another experiment in 2012, a group of hyenas were given a hidden box containing food that required complex thinking and manipulation to open. 9 out of 62 individuals succeeded, a ratio similar to the puzzle-solving ability of vervet monkeys. This suggests that hyenas aren't just following their instincts, but are also able to experiment, learn, and adjust their strategies when faced with challenges. More surprisingly, they also know how to hide their prey in bushes or underwater so that the scent of the meat does not spread far, avoiding attracting vultures or other species to steal their prey. A strategy that demonstrates strategic thinking and awareness of time. This behavior is very rare in the carnivore world. All this evidence shows that spotted hyenas are not simply wild killers with muscles and steel teeth, but also animals with complex social lives, flexible thinking ability, and impressive social intelligence. They can cooperate, remember the power structure in the pack, adjust their behavior, and even use tactics, something that few people would expect from a species that was once considered vile or cunning. Perhaps it is time for us to look at spotted hyenas with a fairer and more respectful eye, not as a hateful animal in a cartoon, but as a symbol of nature's miraculous survival and evolution. For centuries, spotted hyenas have been branded with all sorts of negative stereotypes: cowardly, dirty, opportunistic, and a thief of other people's work. Their image in popular culture, from fairy tales movies to cartoons like The Lion King, has portrayed hyenas as evil, stupid, and untrustworthy. But now, with modern research, scientists are gradually exposing one of the deepest misconceptions that humans have ever placed on an animal. The truth is, spotted hyenas are not parasites on lions. On the contrary, in many cases, they are the ones who actively hunt while lions are the afterthoughts. Actual recorded data show that in 53% of cases lions eat the prey hunted by hyenas, not hyenas scavenging for lion carcasses as we often think. This proves that wild ecosystems are not as simple as we are told, and the truth is sometimes completely contrary to the image painted by the media. Not only that, spotted hyenas are also misunderstood in terms of personality. Many people think that they are inferior because they often make strange laughter, but that sound is actually their way of communicating, signaling their location to their fellow species, warning of danger, or sharing information about prey. Even the hyena's laughter has been distorted by humans into a symbol of deceit and meanness, a completely biased prejudice when viewed from a biological and social behavioral perspective. In addition, the image of spotted hyenas eating dead bodies is also considered disgusting and inferior. But, if viewed fairly, it is the hyena's role of cleaning up corpses that helps maintain ecological balance and prevent the spread of disease in nature. With an immune system so powerful that it can digest carcasses infected with anthrax or rabies, spotted hyenas keep their wild environment clean, a bio-waste disposal worker that nature needs so much. Another interesting thing is that most of the stereotypes about hyenas come from their superficial appearance and behavior. The way they walk with a hunched back and low hindquarters makes many people feel unattractive, but few people know that this gait is the result of an adaptation to their body structure, helping them distribute optimal bite force and maintain endurance during long chases. Thus, what we think is ugly is actually proof of the perfect evolutionary ability to survive in harsh places. It can be said that spotted hyenas are typical victims of unconscious bias, something that even human society often suffers from. They are judged not by their strength, but by their appearance, by the sounds they make, and by the way people label them. And that's why understanding this animal is not just a lesson in biology, but also a profound reminder of how we perceive the world around us. What do you think about this unique animal? Leave a comment below to share your views, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more interesting facts about the natural world.